All right, everyone, welcome back into another props video. Going to be touching on the top prop bets in the NBA today. Let's go in and get into it. Now, I do want to call it that this will be an NBA only video. I will be coming out with a Taco Tuesday video later on today. That'll be coming out about 3 hours after this video is posted. But I want to start out with Jalen Green. So today we are going to have a lot of injuries that really are going to change the whole dynamic of how we go about betting on today's slate. So Alfred Sengun is going to be out for the Houston Rockets. And so with Jalen Green, we can already see he averages about 18.4 points on the season. With Alfred Sengun off the court, Jalen Green averages 6.2 more points per 36 and has about 11% bump in usage. Now, last night he's coming in off of a pretty bad game shooting, 1 for 6 from 3, 6 for 15, not that good, still at 19 points. So if you tack on 6 more points than that, he should be sitting pretty. He should be at least 25 points. And so we go ahead and take a peek at some of the props that we are getting for him. I do like the over 4 points at 23.5, guys. I feel like that's a very solid edge that we are getting. Points, rebounds, and assists, if you want to run that out as well. You look at the per 36 production, that does suggest that he should be able to get the over in both occasions. Now, I do want to call out the lines that we are getting for him on some of the sports books as well. If you guys are someone that bets multiple places, this Bet Online AG, the fact that it's giving you plus odds for him to get over 33.5 points, rebounds, and assists compared to all the other lines that are out there, like DraftKings Sportsbook, Bovada, BetMGM, they all had that set for the over to be favored there. So that is a clear outlier. This is just a very good bet. So if you guys are someone that has access to Bet Online AG, that's going to be a good bet for you. Now, to me, another spot that's worth monitoring, and we're not getting prop bets just yet for it, is going to be looking at Utah. Lauri Markkanen is out, and Taylor Hendricks is out. Oh, and we are getting some prop bets now. Very good. So Keon George. So last night, Keon George ended up playing the most minutes out of everyone for Utah. 38 minutes in that game, okay? You look at the on-off court production, the per 36 production, Keon George does get the second most minutes with those players off the court, averages 19.8 points, 5.1 rebounds, and 5.9 assists. So I'm looking at these lines that we are getting, and he could get there just in points. So you tack on points and assists. I like that. Points, rebounds, and assists. All these lines seem to be a little bit too low. And so again, we are getting some pretty good lines for him across the industry for points, rebounds, and assists. So really it just depends on what you want to bet. To me, I do think points and assists probably gives us the biggest edge, but at the same time, the fact that he does get about 5 rebounds per 36 as well tells me that really all of these, I probably want to get all of them, points, rebounds, and assists. And if we look at what he's projected to get with his minutes, and we only have him projected for 29 minutes, I think that could be a little bit too low. But even if he gets that, he should be able to get to 29 points, rebounds, and assists at 29 minutes. So that is a pretty big edge. Again, on one of the sportsbooks, if you guys are betting that, it's about an even push right now. So that's a very good line that we are getting. And then from there, looking at Washington, so this is really going to depend on if Holmes is going to sit tonight. But if he does, they already have Bagley out there, already have Shaman out, then we're going to get 2 players that I think are going to continue to look good tonight. And so the first one for me is going to be looking at Kyle Kuzma, because he is someone that could play at the 5 today. And we have seen when he has done that, he is getting more rebounds, and he has just been going off lately. This is going to be a good matchup going against Memphis. Now, because of that, the lines that we are getting for him are definitely going to be much higher across the board. But at the same time, I really don't mind kind of continuing to roll with the hot hand. As long as this game does stay close enough, he should be getting 38, 36 minutes, which if you look at the last game, played 38 minutes. That game was a close game, and he really has been playing a ton of minutes recently, 37, 38, 39. I mean, just getting a ton of minutes, and that comes with Bagley being out. And so I think we're going to continue to see that. So for me, I'm kind of fine betting the over here. And so again, if we look at like DraftKings Sportsbook, we're getting, this is a big edge to bet the over compared to some of the other lines where they're saying it's more of a push. 37.5 PRA, the fact that that's a plus number to me does stand out, especially in comparison to maybe something like PointsBet, that I get that this line is at 36.5, and that's actually not a bad bet for the over as well, because it's only at minus 120. I do think he has a good game. I do think that this game stays close, but another player in the same game would be Cory Kispert. Now, we're not getting any prop bets for Cory Kispert just yet, but he is someone that I do think we want to pay attention to, because again, I think this game's going to stay close, and if it does stay close, one, he's going to be part of the reason as to why, but he is someone that is expected to get some minutes. So we're not getting any prop bets for him, but just be on the lookout. He's not going to get 22 points again, but if the lines are somewhat close to what he did against Charlotte, 13 points, 2 assists, 4 rebounds, which is vastly higher than his average as a whole, PRA wise, I think that'd be a good bet for us to look at as well. Now, I do want to touch on another kind of injury spot as well. So we do know that Wemby probably going to sit tonight on the back end of the back-to-back. We don't know that for sure, but if he does sit, and that's why we're not getting lines from him, but if he does sit, Zach Collins probably going to be someone that we're looking at to step up and play a little bit more minutes. He is a point per minute type producer. He is someone that the books are going to have a tough time projecting, so I think we're going to get a good edge on him. And then Keldon Johnson has been playing more minutes recently. We see a massive bump in usage and shot attempts for him with Wemby off the court. He kind of becomes the guy again like he was for them last year, so I do think we can expect him to get over 20 points. Definitely going to be above his average more times than not, especially in an okay matchup now with Alfred Sengun out. So I do think that those two are going to be the ones we want to look at the most for the Spurs. Now that's going to be all for today's video, guys. Make sure to give a like and subscribe. Trying to push out more NBA content for you guys, just specifically. Again, we'll be coming out with the Taco Tuesday video about 3 hours after this video is posted. Thanks for watching. Good luck today. And as always, let's keep cashing.